Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash, and the honest apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother, I am Noah Allah from GMS Chicago. And this is just a quick lesson about what's going on around the world. Alright. And as you can see here, a bunch of news outlets are basically reporting on this issue right here that's going on right now, is that the US and the UK launched airstrikes against Houthi targets in Yemen. And basically, the war, you have new conflicts now, all right? You have more wars and rumors of wars, all right? War is being stirred up, and it's only going to intensify. But yeah, now this war is becoming a major issue. It's becoming a major problem, because if this continues to go on, which Lord willing that it does, it's really going to affect the global economy, really. And I'll just play the video, just parts of it. You can watch the rest on your own time, but it's better when this man explains it.
That's something the United States doesn't want to happen. We don't want to see a regional conflict, but unfortunately, we're not the only ones making decisions in that space. I believe Iran is pushing Hezbollah to do that. I don't know if Hezbollah wants to have a war with Israel, but unfortunately, if they do not push themselves back or withdraw back beyond the UN designated line, that looks like it could happen.
Just for the average American who's sitting at home watching this, how concerned should we be?
Well, Lindsay, we should be concerned. The Middle East is obviously, we have key partners, including Israel out here, but also many of the countries out here, and they're all at risk. And it's not just a risk to themselves, which is important, but it's a risk to the international economy. So much of the world's commerce travels through these waters. So much of the world's energy supply comes from this region.
Which, if this conflict continues, which low one of it does, ultimately, what's going to happen is that you will, the price of your groceries are going to skyrocket like hell, all right? People are going to be wasting so much on their gas and on their groceries, on their electrical bill, etc., right? And the economy right now, especially here in America, is already getting bad enough, because, just recently, you just had the U.S. national debt hit 34 trillion. It just hit 34 trillion recently this year, all right? And a lot of consumers, all right, a lot of people are really struggling with having to put groceries on their table and paying the bills, all right?
40%. It can have a massive effect on international economies, trade, and things that matters to all nations. So this is not just especially the conflict we're seeing play out tonight in Yemen, the Red Sea, the key straits like the Bab el-Mandeb and the Straits of Hormuz. This isn't just a U.S.-Iran issue. This is a global issue, and all countries should be concerned about.
And yeah, welcome to welcome to a generation of having to face dying economies that will actually stir up more wars, all right? Because of the lack of supplies. Anyways, I'll keep playing the video.
About this and push to be involved in the solution, which means the Houthis need to stop attacking commercial vessels.
Nick Mulroy, thank you so much for your insight and time. Thank you.
But yeah, things are just intensifying. But anyways, I'm gonna bring out Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And right now, you're seeing the fulfillment of wars and rumors of wars come into play. We're coming to a time like no other before. All right, and all these nations, all right, that are against America. All right, they were once weak, but now they have better weapons. They have nuclear capabilities. Now they're able to. Well, yeah, damn near almost every country that's technically against America is able to wipe America off the map because they have nuclear capabilities. All right. But yeah, war is being stirred up. Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 21. Therefore deliver up their children to the famine, and pour out their blood by the force of the sword. Let the wives be bereaved of their children, and be widows, and let their men be put to death. Let their young men be slain by the sword in battle. And as this war will intensify, eventually there will be a draft, and a lot of people over here in America are going to be drafted over there in Western Asia into that war, right? And a lot of people, a lot of drafted ones are going to die in that war. And as that's going to be playing out, you're also going to have America collapsing. All right, you're going to have America with its civilization collapsing. All right, because as this economy crashes, a lot of people are going to be desperate. A lot of people are not going to have enough to get by. People are going to be starving, and so what are they going to do? They're going to start raiding into each other's homes, houses, killing each other because of the lack of bread. All right, and yeah, that's what's about to happen. All right. Isaiah 13:6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman in travail. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. And the day of the Lord is at hand. Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, and we're gonna come into some perilous times like never before. And a lot of men in that day, all right, they're gonna be afraid. All right, because it tells you here in verse 8, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them, and they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another, their faces shall be as flames. Verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Alright? And the Lord is going to punish you, 2/3 of Israel, Esau, and you heathens. Alright? And I'm going to read verse 16. And their children also shall be dashed into pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Yeah, it's going to be real. It's going to get real bad when all hell breaks loose, especially for these women, because once their men get sent off to that war, once they get drafted over there in Western Asia, all right, a lot of these women are gonna be as widows, all right, they're gonna be without husbands, and as all hell is breaking loose over here in America, you know, these women are not going to be able to have 911. These women are not going to be able to, basically, it would just be complete lawlessness, all right? It's going to get real bad. Nonetheless, one more precept, Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And those who are dwelling in the secret place of the Most High are those of the elect men, right? And women and children. But ultimately, that secret place, all right, it's talking about this truth. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, which is, in this truth. Verse 2, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 8,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right, but it shall not come nigh thee. And basically, those who are not going to be covered by the Psalms 91 chapter, all right, you're basically screwed, all right, because you don't have the covering of the Lord on you, all right. The only ones that are going to be protected and taken care of in that day will be the Lord's elect. Anyways, just into that lesson. Anyways, shalom.